one.
Hi everyone, it's Tina from GangaGirlz, and we are cooking with cannabis. I am super excited about today's show. Even though it is our season finale, I'm a little bummed about that, but we'll be coming back stronger than ever next year. Sorry about that little tongue twister. But without any further ado, I'm going to be bringing out Steve Blodgett from Steve's Meat.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us in your crib.
Yes, definitely. Welcome.
And look at this crib. I mean, check out his smoker, his cookers, his barbecuers. It's a girl's wet dream if you cook. First things first, obviously. Gotta sit on the nerves here. How you been, Steve?
Do everything right. I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I try to do everything right, and I'm doing pretty good. While he's taking a skid off that or two, I'm gonna go ahead and sanitize my hands immediately because we have a big show to do and a lot to get through. And you know, we are always sanitary at GangaGirlz and the Blodgett's house. Thank you. We are going to be making coleslaw, super infused. This is the southern style where you actually make a brine for it, and the cabbage is hand cut. In the brine, I have 2.5 cups of water, a 1/2 cup of cider vinegar, and a 1/4 cup of can of sugar that I have been sitting in here for about an hour or so. I don't know why I'm putting this lid on that. Here, Steve, do that stuff with that, will you?
Make myself useful.
Thank you. Instead of just standing there smoking weed.
Right?
And I'm gonna go ahead
It's
and
useful for me.
I'm gonna go ahead and drain the brine and set this aside while we get started on the mayonnaise. And Steve's gonna help me do this. Again, I'm gonna make him a little useful here. All right. With this,
Put me to work.
yes, gotta put him to work. Are we in video? Okay, Big Mama. All right. We are going to need 1 egg, full egg, or 2 egg yolks, whichever you want to use. And the ingredients must go in this order. Well, thank you. 3/4 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, or more if you like more. Like I always say, you be you, you do it however you wish to do it. A 1/2 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. This is squeezed fresh. I just put it in here to make it easier. Sorry, 1/2 tablespoon. And then 1 teaspoon of white wine vinegar. And I apologize. Grab this. 1 teaspoon. Where's my teaspoon? Yes, sorry about that. And about 1/4 teaspoon, or as much as you desire for taste, of pink Himalayan salt because it's heart healthy. I just start out with a few little twists there first because we are going to blend this and see how much more we need. And while he is blending this, I'm going to add 1 cup of avocado THC infused oil very slowly. And hopefully this doesn't get everywhere. We did it inside with a blender. And as soon as the acid blends with everything else, the egg and everything, it becomes frothy. That's when you want to start adding your oil. All right. And you just want to do it in a very slow drip until it's all the way done, or all the way in there. And just simply because we don't have enough time to make the whole thing, I'm going to have you stop right there. This right here, let me stir this up. This is what it looks like when it is finished. And this is what is going to be going into our dressing. This is the homemade mayo. Oops, sorry about that. Well, while you're down there, We're both married. It's okay. Yes, these are my ingredients, so I don't forget because I am a stoner. For the dressing, we are going to need, and actually I'm going to trade places with Steve so that he can hand me some of the ingredients because I just can't use my left hand anymore today. We are going to need oops. This out of the way, sorry. Keep turning my back to the audience. 3/4 cup of our freshly made mayo. And if this doesn't set up as you're making it, go ahead and put it in the fridge. Just make sure you keep stirring it, getting some air in there to stabilize it. And we're going to need 1.5 tablespoons of white wine vinegar. Yeah, I cannot see. There we go. White wine vinegar, my assistant, please, where did I put it? Oh, sorry. Take the lid off, jeez. He just called me all kinds of names.
I didn't say nothing.
I felt it.
You know she can read lips, right?
Can't see my lips.
I know. I can't read his lips because he has hair all over him. 3 tablespoons of can of sugar that we already learned how to make. I apologize that the video has been deleted, but if you have any questions regarding that, just DM Big Mama or myself. Yeah. Don't snap yourself. That thing always scares me. I don't know why. Like it could do so much damage. 3 tablespoons of this, and smell this. Infused AF, y'all. Because you know I got to get as much infusion in as possible. One can never be too stoned. At least in my
Get stoned
opinion.
and take care of the munchies at the same time.
Exactly. That's exactly why I got into
2 birds,
this.
1 stone.
Yes. All right, and 1 tablespoon of sour cream. That's that one right there. Thank you. And 1/4 teaspoon of prepared horseradish. Which is that? Yep. I'm sorry. I don't even need to tell you because he's the chef. I forget. Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it was the last one up here.
Oh.
That's how I knew.
And I personally do not care for the smell of horseradish, fresh or prepared. Do you?
Oh.
It'll clear your nostrils.
Yeah.
Any sinus problems you have.
In moderation.
Yes, in moderation.
It's great on prime rib and ribeye steak.
Yeah, it is, especially when it's whipped.
Yes.
Okay, and with this, I'll let you have that. Just need to whisk this up. And Big Mama, can you see this?
And so we're going to take our cabbage and put it in the bowl.
We sure are. Yep. That can of sugar is not. We do not want Grandma to get all the fun tonight. Remember, mix, mix, mix until your arm falls off. And just imagine that mine just did, because there's some sugar crystals on the bottom of this, but we're going to pretend that there's not. This, I will hold this as while you do this, because my arm just is not going to work today. That fibro's kicking my butt today. Actually, if you want to hand me that plate, there's one that's already completely mixed up. And I like to add a dash of paprika just because it makes it look all pretty, and you know how I am, things have to look pretty. Ta-da! And so, Steve, what kind of meat did you bring that's going to go with these? And while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and finish mixing that one because this has been sitting out, so we're not going to be putting these on anything.
You want me to trade places?
Yes, I am. I'm going to trade places with. Sorry, I don't mean to get.
You're watching burn.
Our camera woman told us not to do that. I apologize. But there's just no other way.
Okay,
No.
what we did is pork shoulder, bone in, you know, didn't trim it, nothing at all. Rubbed it with some McCormick's sweet and smoky rub. Works for me. I don't have to make my own. Put it in the smoker, stuck a probe in it. 12 hours later it is at 203 degrees internal temperature. Cooked it at 235. And this is our end result. I've already pulled it apart. I've let it rest for 6 or 7 hours.
And why do we let it rest?
It allows the meat, the juices to flow through the entire body of the meat, make it a little juicier.
And how long do you let that size of meat rest for? About 5 to 10 minutes or longer than that? Longer?
This one sat in the oven since 7 o'clock this morning. And what
No, I mean,
time-
but just to rest.
Oh, I always let it rest for at least an hour.
Oh, okay.
Minimum an hour. But I'll stick it in a ice chest, wrap it in.
So it stops the cooking?
I'll put it in one of these foil trays, wrap that in a towel, and then put that in an ice chest. So it maintains temperature.
Right.
I can go back 10 hours later and the thing is still so warm that I have to wear gloves when I pull it apart. So that's what that is.
So good.
People seem to love it.
We do love it, and I wish you could smell it. The fragrance, oh my gosh, the odors from this. Smell-o-vision, hurry up. It is just beyond delicious. So let's get this thing going. Where's
What
our
do we do with the rolls?
Okay, well, we
haven't
normally
read.
had rolls out here, but let's just grab a plate and throw some coleslaw on it. Pretend we have the rolls. Sorry about that. We had them somewhere.
They are bagged and in the kitchen, folks.
Sorry. Oh, that's right, so that we didn't get them dried out. But that's okay, because it's excellent on a Hawaiian roll. There's no doubt about it, but I like it like this. I like to mix the meat with the... Oops. Sorry, napkins are flying everywhere. And,
Throw a little pulled pork on there.
yeah. And
then
barbecue sauce, his homemade barbecue sauce.
hit it with potato.
Woohoo! I wish Roger were here tasting this.
I'll send you home some.
Oh, thank you.
And there you go.
Fork.
Hey, Steve, why don't you grab a jar of your sauce back there and let the people know about it
Yeah.
and where they
well,
can
I
get
mean
it.
This. Oh,
That's it. It's a really thin sauce. It's not very sweet, but it works.
It's
People
yummy.
seem to like it.
I
So,
mean, it makes Steve's meat just
It's-
in your mouth perfect.
It's
And
thin
the-
enough to where it permeates the meat. It doesn't. It doesn't sit on top. It's like a béarnaise sauce, where it runs through the meat.
yes.
Where can we get it?
Hit me up.
Hit up Steve Blodgett through Facebook, y'all.
Steve's Meat on
You can
Facebook
also-
also.
DM GangaGirlz.
Yep.
Any one of us will answer. Steve, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for letting us be here on
No problem. I
your-
appreciate you guys being here.
your grounds, your home. Thank you, Kim. I so appreciate it also. And of course, the dogs. Can't forget about them. Love you all. See you next time. Stay safe, stay high. If you like us, share, share, share. Till next time.
Bye.